Hello guys, I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Today I have for you a diamond DPS player who's on Genji. He's really struggling with playing against Sombra and Tracer specifically. He doesn't know when to peel and when to kind of like go into them. I think the main crux of the problem was just that he wasn't pulling Blade and he was just kind of like giving the Sombra enough time to get EMP. I think it's a fairly interesting game and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you around. God, she's beautiful. Yeah, I love you, Peggy. Little Peggy. Basically the title, never learned how to play versus Tracer or Sombra. For Tracer, I don't know when to prioritize peel or help frontline from being run over. And Sombra, I can never bait out hack for Blade. Her right click or her EMP ruins Blades. This VOD has both Sombra and Tracer, and I'm pretty sure the Tracer is a smurf, so better for me, IG. I don't know what he's talking about. If I can learn how to play with these two heroes, I think I can push the Masters soon. I want to see how far I can take one tracking. Genji will have to be meta at some point, right? Genji has always been a good character because his ultimate's very solid. So, we'll see. 3.4k Genji. Okay, so focus the Rhyme. This is not one-time speed. Replay viewer is absolutely screwed at the moment. Don't complain. Don't complain me. It's gonna be okay. We just stop concentrating on the replay view. Okay, so you won the fight, so you go back to peel for the Tracer. Like, that's fine. We're against Tracer and Sombra on this one, so it's a little bit rough. Down on Ryan Zarya though, so like basically they don't have very much peel for their backline unless the Sombra's doing it. So you can think of it that way. Positives, they don't have much peel for their backline. Negatives, we're going to get dove and people are going to be starting to be shot. And we're going to get hacks. We don't like hacks. I don't think there's that many situations where you want to actively peel for the backline unless you can guarantee a kill on the Sombra or the Tracer. Making Sombras go away is an excellent part of fighting them because Sombras really like playing the long game and living as long as possible in your backline because then they can just charge their ultimate as much as they want. Nice. Okay. I like your spacing here. I like the dash. They just landed in time, so it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Like, really good. Remember, 1 damage stops a hack, so you don't have to worry about much else. 1 damage or a little bit of LOS. All you need. Now we get a hack because we just poke our head through the door. It happens. So at the moment, all we want to think about is building Blade. We want Blade as fast as humanly possible. Okay. Oh god, EMP is a good ultimate. Ah, run away. Ah. We're not really flicking to a head then. We're kind of flicking to like a mid-body level. EMP is a good ultimate. You can't really do that much about it. Most of the time, you just take the L on the EMP fights. They're charging a shitload of EMP because you're on Winston Hog right now. Winston Hog is a battery for Sombra. And sure, she'll charge your healer ultimates. But, like, sure, she'll charge your healer ultimates. But you can't use your healer ultimates if you're EMP'd, so it's kind of a one-sided fight. So now it's the Nanoblade fight. All we want to do is guarantee the Nanoblade. How do we guarantee the Nanoblade? Well, we have to do 1 damage to Sombra. We have to do 1 damage to Sombra. So this is a very easy spot. So when you Nanoblade, you always take a look at what can stop you. I think the reason why you're having trouble with Nanoblade and Sombra is because you're not treating it the same as you would a flashbang, a sleep dart, or a brig stun. I don't think you're treating it in the same way. It's kind of the opposite of those in a way because you want to be closer to the hack. If you just dash into the Sombra, she can't hack you. She just needs to take 1 damage and you're screwed. Again, we kind of want to Nanoblade once on Winston jumped onto them, so I get why you're not doing it yet. She could have just chose to hack you at any point there and probably got it off. So think about it. We can see the Sombra. Are we gonna pull the blade at any point? No. So half our team just died to nothing, and we could have pulled blade at any point. The problem with holding blade and holding nano is this has happened. This thing right here has happened. If you don't fight fast, Sombra has more time to get ultimates. Sombra wants the fight to happen really, really, really slowly, because the slower it happens, the more ultimate charge she can get. And she doesn't do much until she has her ultimate. Like, sure, you can play Sombra really cute, and you can hack Reinhardt's, hack Roadhogs, like, you know, assassinate people with hack. But for the most part, EMP is the thing that wins the fights for her. So is she going to have an EMP for your Nano Blade now, because you waited? And a gun sounds terrible. Okay. EMP comes out, and you have to wait for the entire duration of the EMP in order to use it. But all she does is hold her hand on you, and to use Nano Blade with High Noon, with Beat, in order to guarantee a team fight. So that's why you lost. Because you literally just had to use everything into it. Wait, I played against him before. What, Shadow 3k? Or Shadow 4k or Shadow 5k? Maybe Shadow 2k? What, Roxas? Or Roxas is a character from a different game, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I think Roxas, the name, kind of fits Sombra in a way. Shadow 3k. I'm sure there's more than one person with the name Shadow 3k, to be fair. Especially Genji mains. We'll see a gold border. Like, this is good. Like, this is really good. But you just can't do stuff fast enough. And you don't have any ultimates to use into it. You used Primal and he died. You didn't use Whole Hog because, I don't know. Greg Diff. My Greg's better than your Greg. But there isn't a Shadow 3k with a gold border. Ow. Go away. Go away, I want to live. Go away. Okay. Bob is better than Greg. I don't think Bob's better than anything at the moment because of what he's done to the replay viewer. I straight up don't like Bob, I'm going to say that much. Are we going to blade? I feel like you're way too scared of this hack. I think that's why it's doing so much against you. You're just scared. Another easy win, Blood. I'm glad. It's good stuff. Oh god, we held Blade for 5 hours and then she had EMP because she's been farming it for 5 hours. I've got an idea, right? We just wait until they got EMP to use our Blade every single time. And then we complain about being hacked. Ryan falls off the map. Cool. Oh. 859. How much SR do you gain for a game that low compared to your SR? Do you gain like 1 SR for it? In answer to your question, how do you play against a Sombra? Well, you don't really care about her. You just do one point of damage to her, and she can't hack you. 25, yeah, the SR difference, SR gains, hasn't really been that much of a factor recently. I think Blizzard just expect it to even out as variance. Or they programmed the system to give you a higher SR game after it in order to make up for it. Cool. Clear up. On to next. Into the first fight. Yay! We take 100 damage, and the adder uses nade on us. Why 2 times speed and now 0.5? Who knows? I like watching things on 2 times speed sometimes. It was a cleanup fight. I don't watch cleanup fights on 2 times speed. Do you think my time is valuable? I'm doing this for free. Stop bullying me. Because time is money, friend. Okay. We got hacked just because we weren't paying attention to the Sombra. I feel like this is going to be a trend. You have to think of Sombra the same way you think of Mccree in terms of needing your attention. They are a threat to you. If you're within Mccree range, they're a threat. If you're not hitting the Sombra, she's a threat. You're completely ignoring her, or just like waiting until she gets EMP for your blades. Like, you should farm faster than the Sombra if you're doing anything on Genji. Also, keep an eye on who she's shooting. If she's shooting your Roadhog in the backline, she's going to get her ult very fast. I feel like you just need to start ult tracking properly. I think that would be the winning play. Just start getting your brain used to ult tracking. Because Sombra is so much about ult tracking. Like, it matters so much on Sombra. And if anyone wants to learn how to ult track, I'll talk about that later. Not right now. So you get grabbed and pulsed, and because they won on grab pulse, they now have the EMP for the next fight, and you're pretty screwed. Because if they grab and pulse and they have EMP for the next fight, well, they're gonna have grab and pulse for the fight after that. They've got a good ult rotation going, and you've got trash going because you've already used nano. So I feel like that's why you're losing. So we're just kind of like standing on main with a window here when we die. Why don't you just use that as an initiation tool? Why don't you just dash up here and just live up here for a little bit and just get your ult? And then blade and go into them. Why do you... First off, you can either go out or go in. You can't just stand in the middle. You honestly should think, I haven't heard Reaper told me to die in ages. He probably has ult ready. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that this guy should be thinking about with Sombra. That's the start of ult tracking. There's a lot more you have to think about in terms of ult tracking properly. Again, proper Overwatch League players, the ult tracker for a team should know the enemy's ults within 4%. I'd say 4-5%. They should always know exactly what the enemy's ults are. And that's the standard you have to live by. If you can't do it like that, you have improvements to be done. It's a lot of effort, and it's probably not worth the effort if you're going to play the game casually. But just know that you could be applying your brain a bit more to the game. Ah! Got solo grab. Okay. Yeah. Again, because they have EMP for the next fight, they have pulse bomb for the next fight, and the rotation continues, and we die every single time. Because EMP and pulse bomb are so strong together, that means they have loads of ults that are just free to throw in whenever the hell they want to. They have 2 pretty much guaranteed team fights. It's one of the reasons why Sombra is so good, because she can guarantee a team fight just on her own. And we swapped off to Mccree because we've been getting hacked and we don't really feel too good. I hate Cough, my least favorite mode. Quite a lot of people don't like Cough. I don't mind it. It enables like a different kind of play. It enables Lucio a lot better. Characters that survive or thrive on much longer team fights, it enables. I feel like the very straight up games, the characters that get a lot of value quickly are a lot better. But some characters, like their value ramp some characters' ramp goes up and then they kind of like plateau for a bit, then it goes up because like Anna just uses all her abilities at the start, and then like she's just healing, and then she uses her abilities, then she's healing. Whereas with Lucio, he just like slow value. And the dive heroes like that, Sombra as well, slow value. Again, Sombra has massive peaks, but her peaks win a team fight, and if the team fights are slow enough, she can get her peaks on every team fight. It's kind of like a more timing issue with Sombra. This is a dangerous place to stand against a Lucian. Bold of you. Well, I can see that coming. Oh no. Yeah, well, yeah, I could see that coming. And you won't coast against a Lucio. Oh no, we got pulsed. Oh god, they now got EMP. Yeah. Losing first fight against a Sombra comp is so bad for you. It is so ridiculously bad because they always have the guarantee of second fight with the EMP. Like 90% of the time, the Sombra will always have EMP for second, and they just guarantee the fight. And then on third, maybe you get the ultimates off. But if they have an ult combo with their 5 other ults, you're just dead. Like, Sombra is so strong if you win the first fight. If you lose the first fight, Sombra gets a lot worse. Well, slightly higher speed right now because I got one more game to go and only half an hour left of streaming time. Okay. Ah. We high noon after right clicking. We don't right click, roll, right click. Crazy, man. Ow, EMP's a good ultimate. Ow. Lucky Lucio was around the corner. Shame he doesn't get us in time. Yeah. If that Sombra had literally just saved EMP and made sure the he got the Lucio shields, you would have just lost that. So badly. So badly. Nice shots on the Sombra, by the way. Like, obviously, I'm not criticizing your aim at any point in this. Like, it seems like you're a very competent Genji player. You're a little bit timid with your blades, but... And Lucio comes behind us and kills us. Assassinated by a Lucio. Feels bad. Nice. I like that. And that's yours. So depends what you want. The little Speggy's still up there. Oh yes, she is. She's so beautiful. Oh, she's so beautiful. I love my Peggy cam. It's amazing. If you're wondering what's happening, Shadow 3K when you watch it after this, little Peggy's just up there and she's really cute. I love her. And you've been killed by Tracer again, so you lose the game. Because you got killed in the Grav, and then killed by Lucio and Azaria, then killed by Tracer, so you did nothing for 3 entire fights. Oh, maybe you lose the game, maybe not. Who knows? Not calling it just yet, but I'm going to say you haven't done very much at this point. Probably could have got more value on a different character. A more stable character, I guess. So, in terms of Mccree kind of like has a 50-50 of whether he wants to stay on main or go on a flank. With Ryan Zarya, he kind of wants to stay on main some of the time, so he can just throw a flashbang in and kill the other Ryan. That's really strong. But with Winston Zarya, does he really want to be on main? Does he want to be on a flank killing someone? I feel like Mccree just gets Zarya over a very longer period of time than you have, especially with Lucio's. With Lucio's, no pocket, why on Mccree? Lucio speeds up the game, Mccree wants to play slowly and get his value over time. Meh.